So today we are here at Eastcote Road. Did you know the most expensive house on this road went for £483,000? But that was 3 years ago in 2021. So to my right is Oxleas Close. Now the last semi to go on this road went for £530,000, but that was 7 years ago. What do you think they're worth today?
Okay, we're on Falconwood Avenue now, and this is the house I grew up in, number 93 Falconwood Avenue. All of the houses on the road are semi-detached, and the extended ones will go between 650 and 700, but there's one exception to the rule, which we're going to show you now. So the exception to the rule is this place, 77 Falconwood Avenue. I had the pleasure of looking at this house as it was being developed, but it's a corner plot just on the junction of Sundridge Avenue, so therefore it's much larger. These corner plot houses in great condition can go for as high as this one, £790,000 2.5 years ago.
Belmont Avenue, one of the smaller roads in Welling, only 28 properties on this road. Highest they've gone for, 650, 655, with the latest going in January of this year. Sherwood Road, the last property we sold on this one was a 4-bed, sold 5 years ago for 500 grand. Today,
And finally, Ashmore Grove. There have been a lot more transactions on this road than any other. We're going to show you all the numbers.
And then the last two, we've got the top end of Bellegrove Road by Oxleas Woods. We've got the bottom end of Bellegrove Road next to the shoulder of Mutton Green. And of course, Welling Way. So there we go. What did you think of the numbers? Were they in line with what you were expecting? Not for me, I have to say, as a resident of the local area and an estate agent for 20 years now, most of it in Welling. I was really surprised with the numbers at the top and the bottom of the scale. If you look at Eastcote Road and Oxleas Close, they're really nice roads. The transaction numbers are very low. People don't tend to move on those roads because they're two of the best roads around. So the numbers there were a lot lower than I was anticipating. Falconwood Avenue, much higher. A normal extended semi-detached on those roads will go anywhere between 600 and 700 depending on size and condition. Someone achieving nearly £800,000 a few years ago. Whilst I did see the house and it was very special, that's an awful lot of money for that road, in my opinion. Sundridge, Belmont, round about where I expected. Sherwood Road, much lower than expected. It is a cut-through road, so I suppose you would argue that you'd probably pay a little bit less to live there. And again, not an awful lot of transactions. And in Ashmore, Bellegrove and Welling Way, and certainly those last two, the price is very high, higher than expected for what are two of the busiest roads in the area. So yeah, that was a bit of a shock. It just goes to show that you shouldn't make an assumption about what your house is worth. Now, a lot of people, when I speak to them about house prices, the first thing they say is, oh, well, I'm not moving. But, you know, you should really have a ballpark figure of what your house is worth, whether you're moving or not. First of all, curiosity. I'm sure most people would like to know what they're sitting on. But the second thing is, maybe if you're not moving, you've got a remortgage coming up. Maybe you've got more equity in your house and you thought you could purchase an investment. You could help out your son or daughter who may be off to uni or getting married. Maybe you want to do an extension, a loft conversion, treat yourself to a new car, whatever it may be. So don't feel bad about reaching out to an estate agent, even if you're not moving, just to bend their ear and build a bit of a relationship and hopefully get some information on what your house may or may not be worth. And of course, it's always good to know how your one compares to the neighbour's property. So if we can help you, myself and my colleague Daniel, who you saw in the video, would love to help out. Just drop a message below. We read all our social media comments. If you put anything on these kind of videos, we'll be in touch with you as quickly as we can. And the only other thing to add at the end is we are going to be off again next month doing a very similar video on another part of Welling. We haven't got one booked in yet. So if you are watching this from another part of Welling and you want us to come and visit your area and do a little case study on your road, it would be a pleasure. Just pop your name and road name below and we'll be in touch and hopefully we get to see you soon. Take care.